everyone, this is Crystal with Stitching Crystal. Welcome back. If you're a subscriber, if you've watched some of my other videos, and welcome. If it's your first time, please subscribe if you can. Every little bit helps me. So I have something new. I talked about it last time, looking at the dogs. I shared it last time with you guys that I had purchased a couple of patterns, and I kind of jumped the gun, and I kind of needed something to be excited about. It's been pretty crazy and hectic the last month, probably, between some changes that are going on in my life, possibly moving here soon, and just juggling the logistics of everything in my life. So I needed something to kind of be excited for and go for. So I started, I got three. I got the Time For, which is in Roman numerals, Amazing Grace, which is a swan with painting, and then Nightlife, which was a scenic, like night sky with desert or something on the bottom. So if you haven't already realized which one I did based off the cover photo I'm going to put on this video, it is Scenic Life, and this is what I did. Just started it. You can see it looks like it's all one color. I'm trying to see if I can get that in the camera right. It looks like it's all one color, but honestly I think it's 5 colors. It's one main color, and then it's got other colors, but then it doesn't really show up very well on camera, which I know is an issue, but it's pretty cool. It's got the white obviously is not filled in yet, but it's got some lighter blue pieces in there that kind of look like faraway stars and stuff. And so this is going to be a really cool piece, I think, because you'll be able to get like the overall picture from a distance, but if you were to look at it close, you'd get a lot more detail and be able to see more in the night sky. So I think it's going to be really cool. I've always, this has been in my wish list. If you're not familiar with Heaven and Earth, if you create an account with them, you can have a wish list, and that wish list is patterns that you're not ready to buy yet, but obviously you want to. I'm probably over explaining that, but I've had it on my wish list for probably a year, maybe less, and every time a sale would happen or I wanted to get a new pattern, I've been looking at it. I know I told you guys about the fabric issue, and it's not so much an issue, it's just I don't want to spend more than I have to on fabric. I'm willing to spend more if it's quality, because you know, we spend so much time on these. So if I know that if I don't spend $10 more to get a different fabric, it's going to create a headache and I'm going to hate it, I'll obviously spend the $10 because it's worth all the hours I'm literally going to put into it. But this fabric is from Hobby Lobby. I haven't ever had a problem with it, but when they reduced their aisle space, they only carry 14 now, unless it's like linen and those are like small pieces. They're half the size of the bigger rolls that they had. I was getting the big, like, tall rolls, and so now they only have 14 on that, which I think they're gonna kind of regret, because I know I'm not the only one who went in there to get fabric. So I'm trying to find somewhere else. I haven't spent very much time on that this week, but I am trying to find somewhere else just so that I have a good baseline. I did find one on Amazon that was $25, so it's about $10 more than I was paying at Hobby Lobby. So that's not terrible, but I do want to find other options, because I just bought 2 other projects, and I've got other projects that I want to work. I don't want to have like 15 projects that I've got going at any point. And I've already probably got 7, maybe 7 or 8 that I'm working on. So the problem is they take so long to do, and every once in a while I just want a new start and I want to get excited about it. And so that's kind of what I run into. I've got one, my furthest one that I told you guys about last week is through Heaven and Earth as well. It's a retired design. Let me actually show you guys. Spent all this time, And I don't have one of these photos yet for this new one. I'm hoping to get that soon. I just don't know if it'll be this week or not for the oh my god, I don't know why I keep blanking on it. For the nightlife one I just showed you. Oh, I'm all over the place today. My brain, I've got so much going on. I've been doing a bunch of overtime for work, just events. There's a birthday party yesterday. It's just been a lot. So before I get started on that, this is at 0.43%, which is pretty good seeing as I started it this last week. I don't even know if it was the whole week. So we got 1,106 stitches done, which I thought was pretty good considering everything. And this one actually, I was like, why is the percentage going up higher? It feels like I'm going faster, and I know I'm not completing as many stitches, and I realized that this one is a very long piece, but it's not very wide, or it's very wide but not very lengthy. Whatever. It's scenic, so it's going to be like a landscape, kind of like if it was a piece of paper, it's landscape. So it's going to be it's 258,000 stitches. And I was trying to get a comparison with the hanging bunches of medicinal herbs, which I've worked a lot on since I started doing this channel. And this one, and that one has 303,000, a little over 303,000 stitches. So I think that's why it feels like, wow, you did 1,100 stitches and you almost got to 0.5%, which is typically what I shoot for every week if I can't do more, versus like hang medicinal herbs. I would have probably had to have done 1,800, 2,000 stitches to get about that. So I'm pretty excited. I think it's going to be good. You know, if I need some to feel like I've got some momentum going, maybe I'll shoot over to this one because it is one of the smaller ones that I've got. But back to the other one that I keep referring to, my first Heaven and Earth design, full coverage, well, both full coverage and my first design, is this one. And I absolutely fell in love with it. Unfortunately, it is retired. I don't feel like this photo is kind of blown up a little, so some of the detail is lost a little. But so far, if I can do this, let me scoot up a little. So far, I am pretty much clear. I've done all of this, and then this row all the way down, and I think some of this. So I have the window is a little confetti. This arch here, ooh, confetti, so much confetti. But if you look at it, and it shows it a little, it's like a wood. And so that wood has like a lot of variation in color, so that's why. But I've got the owl done, I think, completely. The owl is on a glass globe, and I think I've got most of that done. So this one here, I think, is at 48% or something. It's really close to 50%. So this is the one that I have the furthest on. And just real quick, I haven't shown you all of the pieces that I'm working on because I wanted to wait a little until I got to actually work on them, and then I could show you. But if I have it, I do. This one, it's got the logo big on it, so it's kind of hard to see. It's a fractional. All of mine are from Heaven and Earth Designs. And I look up the name, but the name's on my phone, and that's what I'm using to record. I should just write the name on the top of the picture, because then I wouldn't have to look it up. And I'll try to do that. But this one, I really like. It's really hard to see because of that. The Heaven and Earth design across the middle of it. But it's a fractional, and it's purple bluish. And I think on this, I've done like this top corner, maybe going down. And I think I'm at 10% on this. So that would be the other one that I've made, I think, the most. Everything else I have is, I think, about 5%. And let me see, I've got 1, 2, this is gonna be bad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I've got 9 already, and that's not including the one I just started. So I've got 10. So I really don't want to start any other ones, really. I want to get at least one heaven and earth design done. I think that that would be amazing. So that's kind of my next goal, is to really crack down, hopefully, and get some momentum. It's hard because I'm not a monogamous stitcher, as they call it. I don't stay on one piece and finish that piece. So I do, I have been more though with this channel, which is odd, or I'm noticing it more, I'm not sure. But I do want to definitely spend some more time working on the pieces I have, and at least try to get one done. I know that eventually when I move here soon, it's going to be easier once I unpack all my cross stitch stuff, because then I will have access to all my floss. I'll be able to set it up so it's a little bit easier to manage and not have to like carry it all around and then set it up and then put it away kind of thing. So it'll be better. But that's all I've got for you today. I'm excited about the new project. Yeah. And where that's going to go. And yeah, if you have any suggestions on anything, or anything, even not even what we covered today, if you've got questions about things, or if you've got suggestions about things that maybe I can go over that would help you. I thought about it this morning and I was like, oh, I could do a how-to cross stitch video, but I decided against that because there's so many out there already on YouTube, and I feel like my time could be better used maybe showing you guys how I do things my way versus other people, so you could get a variety and see that there isn't just one way to cross stitch. Everybody does it. It's an individual kind of sport, so to speak. So, but let me know if you got anything, and if you don't want to say anything, that's cool too, no pressure. But either way, in the meantime, I hope you guys have a wonderful week. Enjoy the weather if it's good in your area. Hopefully it is. And I will see you next week. Keep on stitching. Take care.